Jai Jagannath. What a wonderful evening. Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Ministers here, Honorable Chief Secretary, Honorable Member of Legislative Assemblies, and my most favorite artist ever, who must have inspired me to make films. She is here. She is none other than Vaida Ramanji. And I must say, we have a dedicated, brilliant, and wonderful gentleman and an organizer, CVG, who has become friend of mine. It's a very, very important subject. It's not about making films. It is about made films which could not be saved. It could not be saved for many reasons. When I was making films in 1975-76, I was thinking I am a horse, a racing horse. I must look forward. My film is released today. The next day I was going for the next film to shoot. And when my people were asking, what about the documents, photos and all other things, the picture was super hit, but what to do with that? I said, throw it. I have no space to keep it. I am making other films. I didn't know what a great blunder I have done. Likewise, I always thought that a horse, if he look to the front, then only he wins. If a horse will look back, he will never win. I always wanted to be a winning horse. That is how I have done this blunder of keeping, reserving, preserving whatever things we have. You'll be surprised to know, when I wrote about Odia film industry, I thought that I must write because I have seen it. I have seen for 60 years. Now, of course, it is 75 years I have seen. When I was only 12 years old, I was an actor. When I was 24 years old, I was a director. I thought that I am a time millionaire. I can make many films. But today also I think I will make many films, but I am not a time millionaire now. No more. What can I think about? I can only think whatever I have done, whatever we have done, right from 1936 till today, there are a lot of films which do not have a single photograph. Even my films, Mamata, Suryadev and myself, we are trying our level best to get a print. That was a super hit film. That was my first film. And it's not available. You see, we are all Hindus. We make our shraddhas for our father, mother. And on this Shraddha day, at least we need a photograph of our parents. So that photograph is so important. I do not have a correct photo of our father, film fraternity's father, who has made Sita Vivaha. His photo is missing. We don't have his correct photograph. So what have we done? So that is how this subject becomes so very important. And while going further, I'll take only 5-6 minutes because I am not habituated of speaking hours together. It gives me immense pleasure to be in this meeting. And it gives, and the subject that touches the soul of our cultural identity, the preservation of old film photographs and documents for the new generation. Before I begin that, allow me to bow in respect before our beloved Vaida Raman ji, a living embodiment of Indian cinematic golden age. Her grace, subtlety, and timeless performance in classics like Guide, Pyasa, and Sai Bibi Aur Ghulam, etc. They are pages of India's artistic heritage. It is indeed a matter of pride that she is with us today, symbolizing everything we seek to preserve: beauty, artistry, and legacy. I also wish to acknowledge Shivji. Shivji, I want to acknowledge you, India's leading voice in film and photo preservation. Through relentless effort, passion, and vision, CVG has led several initiatives to restore decaying film reels and digitize rare photographs and build awareness among filmmakers and institutions, even a fool like me. His mission ensures that the next generation can access not just the cinema, but the spirit of the era that created it. Cinema is not merely an entertainment. It is a collective memory of a people expressed through light, lens, and life. Every old film photograph, every handwritten script, every publicity still is a whisper from the past, a fragment of our shared story. Yet, how often have we seen film negative crumble? You have seen? You have seen the photographs? You have seen the videos shown by CVG? And our archives destroyed by neglect or documents lost to humidity and time. Each loss is not just physical, it is a vanishing of our cultural memory. Preservation, therefore, is not a luxury, it is a national duty. For today's youth, growing up in the digital age of instant videos, old film photographs are anchors of authenticity. They teach us how art evolved from black and white, how stories were crafted in times of scarcity yet glowed with sincerity, how dreamers built an industry without technology but with unshakable passion. These archives are living classrooms. They help the new generation understand who we were so that they can build who we might become. In the United States, the Library of Congress and Martin Scorsese Film Foundation have rescued hundreds of classic films from oblivion. In France, the cinematic franchise they founded by Henry Langlois set the global model for film preservation. In Italy, in Japan, everywhere, they have started doing it because they know, they understand that it is our necessity to do it. India too has awakened in this call. Our National Film Archives of India in Pune has been digitally restoring old films, posters, and negatives. Yet the challenge is immense. Many early films have been lost forever. Regional cinemas like ours, Odia, Bengali, Assamese, Marathi, still have treasures, looked in private trunks and fading negatives. This is where CVG contribution signs. CVG, you sign here only. Though training workshops, global collaborations, and digital distortion project, he has made Indian film heritage live again, not just survive. I can't linger my speech. I can only say you that my message to the youth is simple. Do not see old film photos and documents as relics. See them as roots. You live in the age of reels, but the real reels were made by hands that knew light, patience, and poetry. Preserve them, study them, celebrate them, volunteer with archives, learn digital restoration, create film museums in schools and universities. Let us dream of National Film Memory Project of India, a digital archive connecting every state, every language, every cinema tradition. Let governments, private collectors, and global experts work hand in hand. Let us collaborate with institutions like British Film Institute. I must thank the government of Orissa, who has started really giving their sincere thought in preservation. In closing, I recall a beautiful dialogue from Guide, one that captures the essence of memory and art. आपके वाहिदा रहमान जी, आपकी जिंदगी एक सफ़र है राजू, और सफ़र ख़त्म होने पर बस यादें रह जाती हैं. ये आप ही ने बोला था. ये यादें कितना मूल्यवान है, ये यादें कितना ज़रूरी है, ये यादें कितना हमको हमारा क्या हैसियत थी और क्या हैसियत होने वाला है जो आगे राह दिखाती है. तो विद दिस वर्ड्स आई conclude and saying only one thing: thank you government helping us, thank you Odisha government, and I thank CVG. Is only he started fighting with one shoulder and with only one hand. Now he has many friends. CVG, you will have plenty of friends, and with that millions of friends, you will always think that Prashanta Nanda is with you. CVG, thank you everybody. Thank you very much.